Hello, hello, hello. This is your Dallas spiritual reader. I have been channeled. They want me to tell you guys something. Let's go back and reflect on the spirit that's trying to speak to us if we could open our eyes. You remember this day. This was the night Bubba was killed. The surveillance of it all. There was 3 cars on the scene. One coming down the street. As Bubba look out, not feeling the vibe of his killers. The car slowly comes down the street. Bubba started feeling it. He says something that's not looking right. So he started walking away. A customer comes out of the store. The car moves to the side of the store. 2 dudes get out. Allegedly, one is Key One. As they run out the car, skipping and running, notice the fact they're on the side of the store. As this guy watches what goes down, ready for the hit, must I say, allegedly. As they fire the gun, Bubba runs from the opposite side of the car as bullet ricochet, because someone is shooting from the street. Long story short, Bubba passed away. You see, being an associate with somebody who's a member of the Devil's Den, sometimes you have to salute your life in a short way. You see, allegedly, Bubba was a runner for MO3 for his product, allegedly. You see, after he was shot, Chipmunk knows who shot him. He knew he was leaning out of the car. He also knew who was driving, but he never would tell the Fat Boys. Cause see, he has a noose on his neck from the radio man, allegedly. Conveniently, when MO3 was shot, he was in Cancun, Mexico. Him and his boxer friend staying away from the scene, knowing what was going to go down, allegedly. After that, Raw Lee was shot in the leg. You see, Raw Lee is from Dixon Circle, where Bubba was shot. But he later on died from his injury of his leg. Really a malpractice suit, I would call it, allegedly. But he was blamed for the shooting of Yellow BZ, allegedly, from the gang. Raw Lee was also associated with MO3, who was associated to Bubba. Do you see what I see? This other cat from Dixon Circle had accepted MO3 in his posse, but this dude didn't like MO3, allegedly. So the taunting started back and forth videos and rude disrespect to each other began. As the friction built back and forth in territorial, money was being juggled around and not shared. MO3 started being standoff. He did not want to associate with Trap or Yellow BC. His trust was broken down after having to shoot someone, allegedly, in Fort Worth for his life. Mo beat the case by paying 6 figures and became popular and fearless. November the 7th, 2020, he performed his last ritual concert, flashing of red and blue. He was so excited because he had made it. He was on the radio. You see, Mo knew that it wouldn't be long. You can hear it in his music. The truth, broken love. It's been a long time coming. You see, Mo knew everybody wasn't his partner. And some people were scared to come outside. You see, Mo3 and Boosie was connected in the video. Mo began to sing with Boosie on several of his tracks over in gang territory off his Forest Lane in Adelia in Dallas. Forest Lane in Adelia, the hot spot of Dallas. Just pull up and you can get whatever you want. In product, must I say. This is where Mo stood. This is where I met Mo3. Right before his shooting incident, when he had to pay 6 figures to get out, Mo was homeless riding on the bus because he couldn't respect his mom's house. This is where Mo started selling his CDs out of his car. Man, I heard that dude sing. He could sing. You see, Mo had a weak heart at first because he didn't have the faith in himself to understand that rap music was gonna be his diamond. Mo was in the gang then, feeling hurt, disappointed, was in pain of his own life because he never could get the acquaintance of being a student in school. He always felt different, including his height. He wasn't tall, but they tell me Mo's third leg was hanging. That was my personality until he became a rapper himself. And the Forest Lane flow was the verses he spoke. And then as Mo growed and growed, he even gave Yellow BZ a hit song. Do you see what I see? Mo faith and spirit started to change. He went to the ghetto and started paying rent, passing out $100 bills to the homeless. And then Trap felt like he betrayed him. Mo didn't want to work with no one else. So then you had to listen to the lingo of their video rituals. Trapboy started calling and talking and texting about insurance and death. So Mo ended up being affiliated with some girls that was trained to go after product boys, must I say, allegedly. This is Jocelyn Banks, the Jackson girl's sister, Jackie. This is the addict psychic lady, supposedly broke the news about a light-skinned killer. Jackie was the one that has admitted of setting him up on a call with the psychic lady. A sister that spoke up that she knew who killed MO3 in so many words, while her sister laid on her side, not knowing they could have killed her and her children, allegedly. But they didn't, because the daddy was involved, allegedly. After inviting Mo over, he was killed. Or by association, her baby daddy was involved. He had the gun in his possession and told the feds. You see, now him and Key1 is locked up. But that's not who set it all up. You see, Little Boosie knows Pepe. Also, but Mo3 did not know he was being set up for the kill of sacrifice. You see, Mo3, as time went on, he became selfish, talked too much, and was calling people out. That's a no-no in product game. Now as this goat plays the game, tries to play like everybody is enemies, to detour what really happened to Mo3. Do you see what I see? A man no one should trust. A lot of death has came to play with this guy in the game. See, as Little Boosie came from a meeting at a football game, a cowboy game, it wasn't about the game. It was about the meeting with Yellow BZ eyeing down MO3 because he didn't feel him. See, do you see what I see? his veneers. You see, the setup was real. Allegedly, he did not show MO3, and he was there. Do you see what I see? You know, it's two partners from Louisiana by association in business. As MO3 was killed by this guy, allegedly to be Q1 white. He was a clown for the higher ups. So as he go down,